So how did we meet?
Well, how did we meet, or?
It was a really simple question. I'm not sure why it took so long for you to even pause. I don't know why you even paused. I mean, I was in Desert Storm. How did we first come in contact with each other?
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Alice.
Okay, so
seriously, 19 years ago.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, 19 years ago, probably. Well, yeah, it has to be this week. 19 years ago, then.
Okay.
I wrote a Thanksgiving card to you.
Okay, but why did you do that? I mean, it's
well, it all started when I worked at this company where I worked with a girl whose husband worked with your dad. Mm-hmm. And one day she came in and she asked all of us to write that your dad was trying to reach out to get people to write to you because you were in Desert Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, none of the other girls would write to you.
No, that's right. Such a loser.
Yeah, that was exactly what it was. It was because they all had boyfriends.
Oh, good boyfriends.
And I was recently divorced and I wasn't looking for a boyfriend, and I thought, sure, why not? So that's what started it. So I wrote a Thanksgiving card.
Thanksgiving card to the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you had no idea who I was at all, right?
No. Didn't know you, didn't know your dad, didn't know the husband of the girl I was working with, knew the girl I was working with, and that was it.
So you had no clue when you wrote that Christmas card.
No, Thanksgiving
card that you had no clue that you would be writing to your future wonderful, great, fantastic, loving, caring, sensitive, slightly neurotic, sometimes a little bit psychotic husband.
Nope.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay.
Well, first of all, you were younger than me, so I really didn't.
All right. Well, I'm still 6 years younger than you.
Yeah, still.
The math still plays out. Even though we've gotten older.
You will only catch up when I die.
No, so. when you have your birthday.
I'll still be 6 years older than you.
Well, right now,
technically 5.5 months.
5.5 months?
Or 5.5 years.
5.5 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting the card, and for some reason I thought we had met before. I don't know why I thought that because of the card. Because you remember when I wrote back to you, I said something. I think that I.
You were apologizing for not remembering me.
Not remembering you, which should have been your first.
I know. Really, it should have been my first clue.
So we started.
Well, I don't know what I needed a clue for, because I still was just writing you for just because that was what people did then.
But we wrote from Thanksgiving all the way up to before I came home. Now, when did you know that you loved me?
Well, that's a loaded question, considering I think I've learned what love means being married. I would not say that what I thought was love at that time was really love, and that's no disrespect. It's just, you know.
Okay, when did you take a look at all this and think, man, that's what I want?
Well, that's what I do now. That's not what I was looking at then.
Yeah, I was much thinner.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember where did we actually? Because she wouldn't show me any pictures or anything. She showed me pictures of the kids. They were 5 and 3 at the time. She wouldn't show me any pictures of you. But our first time we physically met. In the bank,
April 15th.
April 15th.
In a bank parking lot, because I didn't know him, and I certainly wasn't going to let him come to my house.
Wasn't certainly going to let him come to the house. So, I ended up at the house later on that night, though. Because you remember we went to Stone Lake.
Yeah.
And
we had dinner. We picked up dinner first at Long John Silver's.
Long John Silver's.
And he lost his glasses, his bracelet.
No.
He lost something, and he was getting ready to have a breakdown, and that was an indication of what have I got myself into? Yes.
The bracelet was a much later incident.
No. I'm not mixing stories. No, I'm not. Anyways, we took a drive to this Stone Lake Lake, which now evidently is ran over by critters. But anyways,
Okay, so it took you off.
we walked on this deserted beach, basically. Yeah. And he told me that I could not get back in the car until I kissed him.
And what happened when you kissed me?
He's a good kisser. I got back in the car.
Got back in the car. And before I left, because I was home on leave.
30 days.
30 days. And before I left, I proposed. And we were engaged. And then we got married.
Don't do this at home, children.
Well, it's, it's the age of the internet. This is quaint. We met through the mail. And you're not Russian or Filipino. Go figure.
Inside joke there. Anyways.
So.
Yeah. We were engaged and married on August 31st.
And now
it's been
19 years.
19 years since that first card this week.
This week. Does it seem like 19 years?
No.
No. You still love me?
I actually really love you. Yeah.
I see the crystal raindrops fall and the beauty of it all when the sun comes shining through.
I like it.
To make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.